Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll really help the channel out, and it'll get you more videos like this every day. Let's get started. And our first one comes from Impressive Visit DBX. I cheated on my wife, who cheated on me 5 years ago. My wife, a 30-year-old female, and I, a 32-year-old male, have been married for 3 years and have been in a relationship for 8 years. 5 years ago, my wife, then girlfriend, confessed she hooked up with a random man who she met at the bar. She immediately confessed the next day. I was horribly hurt. It was a traumatic experience for me because I really loved her. Well, she obviously didn't love you, and my relationship with her would have been done right then and there. But back to the story. It was extremely humiliating, and I texted no one about this except my ex, because at that moment I really felt like I was drowning. However, my girlfriend showed genuine signs of remorse. She promised she would do everything to win my heart back. She gave me access to her phone, she gave up drinking, became sober. She also joined therapy to understand what led her to cheating on me. She also told me I could cheat on her one time and even the score, but I just wasn't that type of guy. I would never consider doing it to hurt her back. I hated the concept of revenge, and I also loved my girlfriend, even though she cheated on me. It looked like my girlfriend was deeply hurt too, but she did everything in her power to win me back. And to her credit, I slowly but surely fell in love with her again. It took a lot of months of hard work, but she worked extremely hard to show how much she loved me. We married a year later after, and our relationship just blossomed after marriage. Now, fast forward to last week, when my ex texted me and said she found out her husband had cheated on her, and if we could meet up to have dinner, because she was going through an extremely difficult time. I asked my wife if I could do it, and she told me to go ahead. I also had a handcrafted bracelet for my relationship with my ex, and I asked my wife if I could take the bracelet and give it to my ex. She agreed. Well, I met up with my ex for dinner. It was extremely emotional and she seemed really devastated. It reminded me when I was cheated on many years ago. She was crying a lot, and to brighten up the mood, I showed her the bracelet from our earlier relationship. That actually brightened up her mood a bit, and we laughed and had a nice dinner after that. She invited me to her room after dinner. I was a bit hesitant, but agreed. But unfortunately, things happened. We got carried away, and we had sex. I immediately confessed to my wife after coming back home. She was extremely hurt, but she forgave me immediately, and told me she deserved this because of what she did 5 years ago. I told her no, she didn't, and I was completely at fault, and I had no excuses for this. I'm taking active steps to understand why exactly I did this. It's been a week, and I think we're mostly back to normal, but she sometimes just cries on my shoulder. My wife forgave me and tells me I'm not the beehole for doing all of it, but I think I am. Was I the beehole? Huh. I got this from Am I in the Wrong, and it ends with Am I the beehole? I mean, I guess it's kind of the same thing, right? OP, yeah, both of you the beehole. I don't like cheating, period, and both of you are cheaters, so it makes you guys not pleasant people in my eyes. To tell you the truth, like I said in the beginning, well, not in the beginning, but in the story, once someone cheats on me or if they cheat on me, that's it. We're done. There is no going back. There is no fixing it. There's nothing. So when your girlfriend at the time cheated on you, it should have been done right there, but you still married her, which I would advise against. And yeah, she did a lot of things to seem remorseful, but I still couldn't trust someone who did an ultimate betrayal like that. I just couldn't. And then you're no better. You you did the thing that was done to you. I mean, yeah, she gave you a freebie, but I'd be in the same boat as you. I don't want to do that. That would just make me feel gross and disgusted with myself because I'm not that type of person. As far as I'm concerned, you both suck and you both deserve each other. You are not good people over here willing to easily cheat, saying, "Oh, we love each other and she loves me and I love her." But I was at the bar, and then stuff happened and I cheated. Yeah, I don't like either of you. You're both the beehole. You're both in the wrong. Whatever I'm doing here, both of you suck. And the next one comes from I Hate My Job 2022. Am I wrong not to want to work with boyfriend on this serious prawn addiction anymore? I'm sorry if this is hard to read. There are so many details, but I don't want to make this a long arse post. I, a 24-year-old female, have been dating my boyfriend, a 25-year-old male, for 8 years. High school sweethearts. I'd say our relationship was pretty normal in the start. Normal teenage things. In January 2019, I caught him talking to my best friend at the time, exchanging photos and messages. This was the beginning of it all. I was devastated. I no longer talked to that friend anymore. She was bad news anyway. And I forgave my boyfriend then. My trust for him was at 0%. I don't even know why I stayed with him after that. Not to the point though. Fast forward a few years. Been living together in my house for about 4 years. He has a horrible prawn addiction. I've looked through his phone plenty, and he's able to look through mine if he wants to. I have nothing to hide, and every time I look through his phone, there's always something I find. He's always talking to some random woman, either through Snapchat, Facebook Messenger. He'll even pay for to chat with him on OF? I thought it was just pictures and videos. You pay for people to talk to you? How sad is that? Holy crap. He spends a lot of money and time on prawn and random women he finds. I've talked to him countless times about the paying money to women and told him that this very much bothers me. He agreed to work on it, and I would stand by him and help him any way I could. Basically, just support him through therapy or whatever he needs to address at this serious prawn addiction. Now, here we are, March 2024, and I opened his Snapchat yesterday to take a picture of myself, and I saw 2 chats with girls that he muted, and there were saved pictures with things like "Hey baby" on them and lots of saved photos between the two. I am at a loss. What has this past 8 years been for? I've been nothing but loyal, and I have no desire to stand by him anymore and help him. I don't even feel bad. He's just doing this to himself. I don't even know what to do. I feel like a fool. Hi, OP. I wouldn't say you're in the wrong if you left. Addiction is rough, and I was kind of addicted to the same thing. Thank God I grew up in the time where there was no OF or anything like that, so most of the stuff I had to scavenge for free on the internet. Eventually, I got over it, but some people have addictive personalities. In this situation, especially, okay, I get it if he was looking for free, that sucks, but at least he's not wasting money. He's wasting time sucks too. But you know what I mean. But he's over here paying girls to have conversations with him. I didn't even know that was like a thing. I get it, like I do know there's a thing where you pay to talk to girls, but not on OF. How stupid is that? And you have to know you're not talking to that chick. You're talking to someone she's delegating to, like her boyfriend probably. So think about that, guys who are paying, to talk to women. They're not talking to you. And personally, another reason why I wouldn't blame you for leaving is I see this as cheating. Over here getting pictures. It's not like he's looking at random people online, which personally I wouldn't count that. You're just looking to get your rocks off. But he's actively talking to people, and you could actually meet up with someone like that, so I would count that as cheating or pretty close to cheating. And I would definitely count talking to someone cheating, like that you're trying to flirt with them and all that. That's actively cheating. OP, personally, I would not blame you for just being done with it. It sounds like he won't break this habit for a long time. If he needs therapy for this, like I didn't need therapy for my prawn thing going on, so it must be really bad for this guy. Personally, if I were you, yeah, I would end it. I'm gonna say you're not the beehole or in the wrong, whatever. And you've given him so many chances, and he just keeps. Yeah, I count this as cheating. Yeah, he just pretty much keeps cheating on you. Or if you don't count it as cheating, it could lead to cheating. I mean, he's actively trying to seek out women. So, OP, not the beehole, and you're not in the wrong if you just wrap things up. And our final one comes from the Black Hermit. Am I in the wrong for breaking up with my girlfriend after she asked for permission to sleep with someone at a party? I, a 30-year-old male, and my girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, are long distance, and we've been for 8 months out of the 2.5 years of us dating. At some point, we decided to try having an open relationship because we didn't know when we see each other and wanted to try new things. For transparency, it was my idea to be open in the first place. After we became open, she met someone she started sleeping with, and I did the same. The difference, though, was that her person was not local and mine was, which meant I was always seeing my person every day, and she saw her person maybe once or twice a month. This imbalance was obvious, so after a while she expressed her displeasure in how my everyday relationship with the person I'm sleeping with is affecting our own relationship, and she wants us to close the relationship. After I thought about it, I decided that being in an open relationship was not worth the price of losing the love of my life. So I agreed that we'd close the relationship, and I was happy to. Holy crap, that was a lot of relationship. Last weekend, she called me while she was at a dance festival, and that this man was also attending, and asked me if she could sleep with him. She knows that I've been cheated on in the past, and she said she didn't want to do that, so that's why she's calling to ask. Tell me what was going to happen before it does. I got angry during the call and reminded her that closing the relationship was her idea in the first place. She tried to negotiate reopening our relationship in the space of this one quick conversation, so she could sleep with the guy without being called cheating. I told her it was unfair to her to make me make a decision right now, and she should just do what she truly desires. She slept with him, I broke up with her the next morning. Am I wrong? Update, because apparently that's how things go on Reddit. It was the same guy she was sleeping with when we were open, and that's how they initially met, at a dance festival. I thought it seemed clear from the post. I'll be honest with you, OP, no it didn't. I thought he just magically appeared there, which would make me think she told him so she could tell you, but thanks for clearing that up. Alright, back to it. Even though I was the one that asked to open the relationship, I knew she would agree because we had many conversations about it, where she suggested that she'd be open to having one. Oh, okay. So she kind of manipulated you and put it in your head. I'm saying, you know what I mean? That's how you get people to do things. You make a suggestion, eventually they think about it and they do it. It sounds like she was doing that with you. But again, back to the story. To answer the question of a perceived hypocrisy on my part, fair enough. But for me, what contributed to the most of my decision to ending things was after we closed on her request, I naturally got curious if she made it clear to the person that things are now closed. She said yes. She even said she wouldn't dance with them at all at festivals anymore because she knows what a slippery slope it'd be. The type of dances she does are partner dances, kits, taroxo, compa, etc. She said this to me because she wanted me to cut ties completely with the person I was sleeping with after finding out we maintained a casual friendliness after a relationship was closed. Okay, OP, so you both agreed to open a relationship, fine, I won't ding you guys for it. Personally, I think open relationships are stupid and doomed to fail. Yeah, there's probably like 1% of people who can pull this off, but it's rare. But yeah, it's not fair. She's the one who requested to close the relationship. You both agreed to close it, and you guys said you cut off contact with the people you're with, and then she magically sees them at a party and goes, "Oh, can we open it really quick?" So that's not fair. You can't just open it real quick to cheat, because that is cheating. Oh, I'm gonna open it real quick to cheat, so it's not cheating. And then after she slept with them and had fun with them through the whole festival multiple times, she's gonna be like, "Okay, well, let's close it again," and you're just sitting there screwed. So I'm just going based off of that. So I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong to break up. Those are the consequences. I'll give her this. It was nice of her to at least tell you, so she so she doesn't hide cheating on you. But yeah, it's cheating, and you don't get to just open things up real quick and do, and then close it again because she's just gonna close it again and not let you go after the person you were with. So OP, I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong. Personally, the second if I'm with someone and they second even jokingly go, let's open the relationship, done, because they're gonna want to cheat. They're gonna cheat. They're gonna want to cheat. So P, yeah, judging just by that, I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. Can you please do what I said in the beginning and like, comment, and subscribe? It will really help the channel out, and it'll get you more videos like this every day. Velvet out.